Good morning and God bless you, St. Mark's. I'm coming to you this Thursday with a couple of announcements. It's graduation season and it's fast approaching. So if you have a graduate in your house and or if you are preparing for retirement, I want to invite you to submit your name or their name via email or phone call to Irene. And her email address is located in Remarks. So feel free to go ahead and let her know the name, what graduation, name, or retirement. And we just want to acknowledge you on the second Sunday of June. And so I hope that your hearts are well. And I know there's lots of anxiety during transition season, but just want you to remember that all is well. And you are surrounded by a community of love. So um, don't be anxious. Just it's an exciting time for those of us who have folks going to the next stage of life. And for those who are, saying goodbye to one season and preparing for retirement. And so just in prayer for and with all of you who are in the midst of transition. I want to remind us to hope for harvest this Saturday, 9 a.m. sharp. Those of you who are attending, we are excited about being together with you. We have 4 hours to spend in time to plan our mission, our vision, and our core values. So just know that we are in prayer, we are in thought, we are excited. We thank you for those who are leading table and discussion groups. We know that God will do a mighty work in and through us, and just taking St. Mark's to the next level so that we are equipped and prepared to be the church of today for Jesus Christ. And so I'm excited that you have said yes. It sounds like we have 38 folks confirmed, not including our facilitators. And so I'm excited that that is a huge number to say, yes, let's think critically and prayerfully about what God is calling us to do and what God is calling us to be as a faith community. Very last announcement this morning is that Ellie Maturino is a notary, and she has offered her services to the St. Mark's community, seniors in particular, for free. If you are interested and need anything notarized or information, feel free to reach out to her. Her information is also in Remarks, and she is available to provide services both English and in Spanish. So we thank you, Ellie, for your support and your extension of services to our community. God bless you. As I transition into our prayer list, I just want to invite us to be in prayer and be mindful that there's so much going on in the natural and the spiritual all over this country, be it floods and hurricanes and tornadoes, or a violent incident, war all around the globe. I just want to remind us that there is a God. There is a God of love and a God of faith that gives us hope and helps us to endure and persevere through these very challenging times. I also want to just remind us who have illness in our bodies, who may not be gathering as much as we would like to, or at all for that matter. You are in our thoughts and prayers. Caregivers, you are in our thoughts and prayers. Just know that you are surrounded in love. And I believe that God has assigned angels in our lives that are always with us, always present. And even if we feel alone, we are not alone. And so you are held in prayer. And I start that prayer list off with those who are dealing with new health diagnosis and major life change decisions, including loved ones, caregivers. Make sure you have some support. It is a labor of love and it is not easy. And so you can become overwhelmed and isolated. And I pray that you will stay connected to the community in the way that works best for you, virtually or in person, but certainly make sure you're in communication and contact with someone, a listening ear, a prayer partner, someone who is available just for you. And we do have our caregivers ministry. And so I want to invite you, if you need someone to partner with you, to reach out to our church nurse, Pam Taylor, and she is available to you. We are praying for grieving families this morning, the Cruz and Gonzalez families. We pray for your peace of mind and your comfort. And I'm asking God to give you wisdom and insight to help you to experience God's mercy in this season. I cannot only imagine what you must be going through. And so just want you to know that you are loved and we are here for you. Holding in continuous prayer, Hezekiah Wiles, Raphael and the Cruz family, Ann Parsons, Harold and Dolores Garfield, Rosalina and Dick Kelly, Barbara Marshall, Brett Anthony, Millie Loudensock, Lois Adamek, Paul Blankenship, Charlotte Gardner, Lucy Jeffries, Bill and Marilyn McInsane, Peggy Smith, Dick Dale, Jenny Baldoff, Olivia Jones, Mustafa, Joseph Mustafa, and Doris Olson. We are praying with and for you. And as I started off saying, it's not an easy journey, and sometimes the road can seem long, but I want to encourage you this morning to persevere. Just keep walking in faith and going through life with the the knowledge that God is with you. Sometimes, especially when life changes, and we feel like we don't have any control, it's a great time to submit to the love of God and a life of God, the light that God has given us to continue our journey, not dependent on just our strength, but the strength that the Spirit gives each and every one of us. And I leave you with Galatians 6 and 9. The Apostle Paul wrote, "Let us not become weary in doing what is good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." And that harvest is enjoyment again, is peace again, light again, productivity, healthy change, healthy transition, things that feed and nourish our soul, freedom from bondage, that is worry and anything keeping us, the word is captive in the Bible, from experiencing the fullness of God, the love of God right where we are. And I know the challenge of being bedbound and not being able to get out, and yet the Spirit of the living God is even there. And so be encouraged, people of God. I hope that you will reach out if you need support. And for those who are out and about doing the work of God and serving in your capacity, persevere. Persevere, trusting in the strength, light, and love of God. And may the Spirit bless and keep you. I hope to see you on Sunday. Take care and God bless.